तपाईलाई गोर्खा च्यानलको यस कार्यक्रममा तपाईलाई धेरै धेरै स्वागत छ। हामी समक्ष हुनुहुन्छ श्रीमती मनिला डे।
यस।
र मनिला डे उहाँ प्रख्यात लेखिका पनि हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँ विगत सालमा कालिम्पोङमा कहिले आउनुभयो र उहाँले कालिम्पोङमा आएपछि के कस्ता उहाँले अनुभव गरे अनि उनले ती अनुभव गरेको यी वर्षसम्ममा उहाँले के आफ्नो हिसाबले उहाँले यस कालिम्पोङ बारेमा व्याख्या गर्नुभएको छ। उहाँले एउटा त्यस व्याख्या गरेको किताब भर्खरै लन्च गर्न आँटेको छ भोलि आइतबार 22 तारिक जुलाई 2018 को दिन र यस बुकको शीर्षक छ अनफर्गेटेबल कालिम्पोङ।
अच्छा, म सानोमा म कालिम्पोङ आएको थिएँ। द्याट इज 76 years ago I came to Kalimpong, and first place that I lived in was in Kanchenjunga Koti, which is on the top of the hill over here, and in Pupu's house, Mrs. D. Mohan, who is very well known, was very well known in Kalimpong in those days, and she was a wonderful character, and she had a lot of influence on the people around her and me also. And her niece, Sankumari Didi, was my great friend. She was the wife of Mr. P.R. Pradhan, but unfortunately she passed away 2 years ago, and I'm very sorry because I miss her a lot. And त्यहाँदेखि त्यो घरमा जति सदस्य थिए at that time तिनीहरुसँग म खेल्नु ओर्नु बस्नु सबै गर्थेँ। अन्त मेरो सानोमा एकजना आया थियो, त्यो आयाले चाहिँ मलाई बहुत टर्चर गर्थ्यो। अनि त्यहाँदेखिको मेरो आमाले एकजना केटा राख्नुभयो मेरो मसँग खेल्नुलाई, त्यसको नाम थियो रत्नबहादुर प्रधान। एन्ड उसले चाहिँ मलाई कालिम्पोङमा त्यति बेला यति घरहरू थिएन, केही थिएन, मलाई पिछाडी बोकेर दुगुरी हिँड्थ्यो, सबै जग्गा लान्थ्यो, देखाउँथ्यो। हामीहरू जङ्गलमा जान्थेँ, ऐसलो टिपेर खान्थेँ, अन्त हामीलाई त खुब मजा आउँथ्यो म सानोमा त्यति बेला। अनि मेरो आमाले एउटा सानो घोडा पनि बन्दोबस्त गरिदिनु भएको थियो, त्यो घोडामा पनि चढेर म यताउति घुम्थेँ। अन्त त्यो चाहिँ मेरो चाइल्डहुड इज भेरी मेमोरेबल लिभिङ इन कञ्चनजङ्घा कोठी। त्यहाँदेखिको त्यहाँबाट हाम्रो घर, आफ्नै घर मेरो बाबाले बनाउनु भयो। त्यो घरको नाम मैले नै राखेको थिएँ मन्जुला, किनभने मेरो दिदी हुनुहुन्थ्यो, उहाँ खस्नुभयो। म त्यति बेला एकदम सानो नै थिएँ, मैले कहिले दिदीलाई चिन्नु सकिनँ, तर आमा बाबुले चाहिँ उसलाई खुब प्यार गर्नुहुन्थ्यो। एन्ड मैले सोचेँ कि उसको नाममा चाहिँ हाम्रो घरको नाम राखिदिउँ। अनि त्यहाँदेखिको त्यो घर बन्यो। बनेपछि सबैजना आज पनि कालिम्पोङमा मन्जुला कोठी एकदमै राम्रो चिन्नुहुन्छ, अतिशय रोडमा थियो मेरो घर। अन्त त्यो घरमा चाहिँ म मेरो चाइल्डहुड बिताएँ, माई वन्डरफुल चाइल्डहुड, त्यसको विषयमा मैले यो किताबमा लेखेको छु। एन्ड यो जो घर हेर्नु हुँदैछ, यो किताबको जो घर त्यो चाहिँ मन्जुला थियो। अन्त मन्जुला चाहिँ गोर्खा एजिटेसन 1988 मा जलाइदियो। अन्त यो चाहिँ त्यो घरको जलेको अवस्था यहाँ पछाडिपट्टि मैले दिएको छु। यो जब घरमा बसेको थिएँ त्यहाँदेखि म स्कुल जानु थालेँ सेन्ट जोसेफ कन्भेन्टमा सानोमा। अन्त त्यहाँ अप टु सिनियर केमिज म त्यहीँ पढेँ। आफ्टर द्याट यहाँ त कलेज थिएन त्यति बेला, अन्त कलेज त पढ्नै पर्छ। अन्त आमाले मलाई कलकत्ता लानुभयो, त्यहाँ मैले लोरेटो कलेजमा पढेर मैले ग्रेजुएसन गरेँ। तर ड्युरिङ माई स्टे हियर इन मन्जुला अल दोज इयर्स, त्यति बेला चाहिँ कालिम्पोङ चाहिँ अर्कै प्रकारको जग्गा थियो। त्यति बेला यहाँ खुल्ला थियो, लट्स अफ ट्रिज, ब्युटिफुल कालिम्पोङ, एन्ड यति साह्रो गाडीहरू थिएन, केही थिएन। पिपल वर भेरी सिम्पल एन्ड इट वाज वन्डरफुल लिभिङ इन कालिम्पोङ। एन्ड देश विदेशबाट थुप्रो मान्छे यहाँ आउनुहुन्थ्यो, बस्नुहुन्थ्यो, समर बिताउनुहुन्थ्यो कोही को चाहिँ यहाँ पर्मानेन्टली बस्नुहुन्थ्यो त्यो भित्रीमा थियो बर्मा राजा was a prince from Burma and his wife who was a princess and त्यहाँदेखिको रोरिक्स Mrs. Helena Rorik very famous person उहाँ पनि यहाँ बस्नुहुन्थ्यो क्रुकेटीमा त्यहाँदेखिको प्रिन्स पिटर अफ ग्रिस एन्ड डेनमार्क त्यहाँ उहाँ चाहिँ कृष्ण लजमा बस्नुहुन्थ्यो त्यो पनि जलायो अच्छा अहिले त्यहाँदेखिको त्यति बेला रानी चुनी पनि यहाँ बस्नुहुन्थ्यो उहाँको छोरी केजाङ चाहिँ हाम्रो घरमा आउनुहुन्थ्यो चिया खानु यिनीहरू सबै यहाँको सदस्यहरू एट द्याट टाइम my mother was a very sociable person and उहाँले चाहिँ एकदम टी पार्टी दिनुहुन्थ्यो and all these people used to come and visit us in our house and that is how I got to know them. And there was Mr. George Patterson उहाँ पनि यहाँ बस्नुहुन्थ्यो चित्रभानुमा and next door to my house Manjula is Chitrabhanu. Chitrabhanu was built by Rathindranath Tagore, not Rabindranath Tagore, and उहाँले पनि एकदम उसको wife and he used to come and live here in Kalimpong every year and we were very good friends. So all these illustrious and famous people used to come and go. Devika Rani पनि आउनु भएको थियो यहाँ, कानन बाला पनि आउनु भएको थियो यहाँ, हाम्रै घरको साइडमा बस्नु भएको थियो, मेरो आमासँग सबैजनाको एकदमै दोस्ती थियो एन्ड अर्को मान्छे भनेपछि यो यहाँ चाहिँ मैले लेखेको छु अबाउट मिस्टर जतिन बोस. जतिन बोस चाहिँ तपोवनको मालिक हुनुहुन्थ्यो and he was a very grand old man. यसको विषयमा मैले लेखेको छु. मेरो सानोमा he was a good friend of mine. त्यहाँदेखिको यो चाहिँ प्रिन्स पिटर हुनुहुन्थ्यो. म प्रिन्स पिटर used to come to our house very often and I have played tennis with him. I was also invited to his house and he was a good friend of my mother's. And this is the original picture of Manjula. I don't have any better pictures unfortunately, and this is a picture, the only picture I have got of the whole family, meaning my sister who died early, my father, my mother and baby me. And यो picture चाहिँ यो चाहिँ मिसेस डेभिड मोहन फुपू सनकुमारी दिदी मुलुकचन्दको फोटो हो हामी जब थिए माथि काञ्चनजङ्घा कोठीमा. यो चाहिँ सनकुमारी दिदी र मेरो फोटो हो. सनकुमारी दिदी, as I told you earlier, was a wife of Mr. P.R. Pradhan and a very good friend of mine, although there was a lot of age difference between us. And this is a picture of me with my ayah Moina. यो महिनाको विषयमा पनि मैले लामो लेखेको छु.
महिनाले तपाईलाई पुरा टर्चर गर्नु,
मलाई टर्चर गर्थ्यो अन्त यसको विषयमा पनि लेखेको छु मैले. अनि त्यहाँदेखिको यो चाहिँ मेरो आमाले एउटा सानो टट्टु हायर गर्नु भएको थियो. म यो चढेर दिनै पछि कालिम्पोङ भरि घुमि हिँड्थेँ अनि मजा लाग्थ्यो.
तपाईले सेल्फ राइट गर्नुहुन्थे?
एउटा सहिस हुन्थ्यो, सहिसले लिड गर्थ्यो मलाई. अन्त यो चाहिँ बीचमा चाहिँ छ बर्मा राजा. ही वाज भेरी फेमस हन्टर. उहाँले जङ्गलमा गएर बहुत कालिम्पोङमा बस्नुहुन्थ्यो.
कुन जग्गामा बस्नुहुन्थ्यो?
तपोवनमा बस्नुहुन्थ्यो बर्मा राजा. त्यहाँदेखि यो चाहिँ मेरो एउटा फोटो. म चाहिँ यहाँ यस्तो खालको लुगाहरू लगाएर गएको थिएँ कालिम्पोङ मेरो स्कुल सेन्ट जोसेफ्स कन्भेन्टमा केटीहरूलाई तर्साउनुको लागि. अन्त यसको पनि एउटा लामो कथा छ. त्यहाँदेखिको मेरो आमा चाहिँ एकदम सोसल वर्कर हुनुहुन्थ्यो एन्ड भेरी वेल नोन लेडी अफ कालिम्पोङ सबले उहाँलाई चिन्थ्यो एन्ड सबले शी युज टु बी प्रेजेन्ट फर एभ्री बिग function that ever took place in Kalimpong, and she is on your left hand side with Mr. Moti Chand Pradhan, who was the SDO of Kalimpong at that time, Lady Mountbatten and her daughter. So these are the people whom I used to know and interact with, and I had a lot of fun with. Then I was a member of the Kalimpong Tennis Club, where I used to play tennis. I was the only lady member, and there are a lot of people still now who remember me playing tennis there. And I have always lived in Calcutta most of my life, in Kalimpong most of my life, and I don't
born
like...
and actually you're born in Calcutta.
I was born in Calcutta, but I came here as a little baby during the war years, and I have been living in Kalimpong off and on. त्यो पढ्नुलाई गएको थिएँ, फेरि बिहा भएर पनि गएको थिएँ, नानीहरू ठुलो भयो, but every year I used to come back with my husband, my children, just to spend summer holidays in Kalimpong. So there was no sort of, you know, cutting away from Kalimpong at all, because I love this place, I love my house. So सालमा एक खेप दुई खेप त आउनै पर्थ्यो, यहाँ आएर बस्नु पर्थ्यो.
तपाईको बात काटेको जस्तो जुन चाहिँ हिस्टोरिकल कुराहरु गर्नु तपाईले भन्नुभयो, त्यो त एकदमै कालिम्पोङको लागि कति अब हामीले पनि नसोचेको नसुनेको कतिवटा कुराहरु तपाईले बताउनु भयो. यो साच्चै नै कालिम्पोङ इज अ हिस्टोरिकल प्लेस रहेछ,
एकदमै हिस्टोरिकल प्लेस. अनि म सानोदेखि ठुलो यहाँ हुँदाखेरि there are lots of people I have met, and what Kalimpong was like in those days, it was paradise.
Like a paradise.
It was paradise. जो तपाईहरुले कसैले पनि हेर्नु भएको छैन, तपाईले इमेजिन पनि गर्न सक्नुहुन्न अहिले.
यही विषयमा तपाईले जुन चाहिँ प्याराडाइज जुन चाहिँ तपाईले वर्णन गर्नुभयो कालिम्पोङमा, तर those days in agitations of maybe Gorkhaland in 1988 you told us. So त्यति बेला तपाईहरुको यो मञ्जुला चाहिँ किन जलियो?
That is $1 million question which I do not know the answer to. You have to go and ask the parties involved.
Okay. So after that, Manjula
Tetika, I didn't have the money to repair it or wanted to repair it, so it went. And then eventually I sold Manjula, and now they have completely erased it from the view. And my father was a great architect. He was not formally educated as an architect, but he had the vision to make a house or build a house to perfection, which he did with Manjula. Manjula etti beautiful ghar banaunu bhako थियो उहाँले. And not only that, Manjula को land जब हामीले purchase गरेको थियौं हामीले, त्यति बेला चाहिँ एउटा जंगल थियो, ठूलो गड्डा थियो. It was impossible for anybody to imagine यहाँ घर बनाउन सक्छ भनेर.
त्यो ल्यान्ड चाहिँ कति एकर जस्तो थियो होला?
1.5 acres. अन्त मेरो बाबाले, my father had been educated in Japan, so he had a wonderful idea about Japanese gardens. He was very fond of landscaping. अन्त उहाँले landscaping गरेर मञ्जुलालाई चाहिँ made it into a fairyland. त्यहाँ चाहिँ एउटा sunken garden थियो, बाटो थियो, 3टा lawn थियो, एउटा hillock थियो, जहाँबाट it was a high point where you could go and sit and have a 360 degrees view of the whole of Kalimpong, from the Kanchenjunga range जम्मै देख्ने, फेरि उता पनि देख्ने, चारैपट्टि देख्ने. That was a wonderful garden, and that he had made. And he was also thinking of making a swimming pool. But thank goodness he didn't make that swimming pool. And it was a child's paradise where I lived. Mero ama chahi ekdam interested in flowers and plants. Uहाँले चाहिँ रेनकबाट सबै प्लान्ट्सहरू ल्याउनु भयो, ल्याएर त्यहाँ रोप्नु भयो. And यति एक्जोटिक प्लान्ट्स थियो हाम्रो घरमा कि मान्छेहरू आउँथ्यो हेर्नु
म्याम जुन चाहिँ मन्जुला ड्यामेज भयो फुल्ली बर्न भयो तब सम कजेस मेबी तर त्यो मन्जुला ड्यामेज हुँदाखेरि बर्न हुँदा कालिम्पोङमा के क्षति भयो जस्तो लाग्छ
I think it could have been an heritage building which should have been preserved for posterity. म त माथि लिएर जानु सक्ने थिएन मन्जुलालाई म त यहीँ नै छोडेर जानु जान्थेँ भएपछि यहाँको मान्छे they would have been able to enjoy the house and the garden which was one of its kind. यहाँ कालिम्पोङमा त्यति बेला थुप्रो ब्रिटिसर्सहरू बस्ने हुन्थ्यो माथि माथि बस्नुहुन्थ्यो सबैजनाकोमा गार्डन थियो घर थियो everybody had all these facilities and they had beautiful houses and all that but hamro garden was something unique which nobody had and whoever saw that garden was amazed that such a beautiful landscaping could have been done in a place like Kalimpong.
So Manjulaको construction चाहिँ कस्तो प्रकार थियो
मेरो बाबाले he wanted to construct Manjula in a way that blended in with the surroundings not like a house in the plains but a house that would be suitable for the hills त्यस्तो प्रकारले बनाउनु भएको थियो and it was in those days हाम्रो घरमा everywhere we had glass windows big glass windows doors हरु पनि it was glass because त्यति बेला त कोही आएर चोर पस्नेको कुरै थिएन हो सबै we didn't have bars nothing हामी त घर खुल्ला छोडेर यताउता जान्थ्यौं because there was no khatra in those days but now every house has got bars and their windows spoiling the view मेरो बाबाको उद्देश्य थियो first thing was to build a house from every window you could see the Kanchenjunga and the view that is why I live here in Kalimpong now because every morning I have to get up and see the Kanchenjunga if I don't see it my day is not made and when I shifted from Manjula to this house I made sure that I got a house where I had a view of the Kanchenjunga every morning thupro ghar थियो बमबस्तीतिर यताउता which I could have rented but I didn't want to stay in a place where I couldn't see the Kanchenjunga
म्याम जुन चाहिँ तपाईको त्यो मन्जुलाको जुन वर्णन गर्नु हुँदैछ है त मन्जुलालाई अहिले तपाई मिस कति गर्नु हुँदैछ
यस्तो छ कि in life there are so many things you lose and त्यो सबै सोचेर मिस गरि भए बसे भने how can you continue in life so the best thing is to forget that altogether and remember Manjula as it was as it was when I lived in it I enjoyed it I loved it more every inch of Manjula and his garden is in my brain nobody can take that away from me and that is what I remember and I forget the rest
okay ma'am जुन चाहिँ तपाईले जुन चाहिँ हिस्टोरिकल कुरा गर्नुभयो मन्जुलाको कुरा गर्नुभयो वर्णन गर्नुभयो यहाँ हिस्टोरिकल फेमस पिपलहरुको कुरा गर्नुभयो तर आई हर्ड इट्स आई डोन्ट नो इट्स ट्रू अर नट तपाईको फ्यामिली ब्याकग्राउन्डमा नि एउटा पोलिटिशियन्सको ब्याकग्राउन्डमा हुनुहुन्थ्यो भन्छ के साँचो
Yes, I was very well known in Kalimpong, not as Mrs. Mitter's daughter, Didi of Kalimpong, but as Jyoti Basu's niece.
Yes.
Jyoti Basu was my mother's cousin, and very close family. It was a joint family. Ama sanu hundakeri joint family थियो. त्यति बेला Jyoti Basu and my mother all grew up together, so they're very close. But after he became a chief minister of West Bengal, he hardly ever came to Kalimpong. And जहिले पनि आउनुहुन्थ्यो हाम्रो घरमा he used to come. And he also came before he became the chief minister
of West Bengal.
He brought his wife, he came and he stayed in our house. At that time, who knew that he was going to be the chief minister of Bengal? And the hamro gharma basnuhuन्थ्यो And every afternoon he would go somewhere. कता जानुहुन्थ्यो हुन्थ्यो. We had no idea and nobody asked him. उहाँ त नि यहाँ गएर त्यो यहाँ उनीहरूको कम्युनिस्ट साथीभाइ कहाँ कहाँ भेट्नु हुँदो रहेछ, तिनीहरूसँग गफ गरेर आउँदो रहेछ हो. अन्त later years he was very attached to Manjula as well. He loved that house. Later years when he became chief minister, he's visited it a few times, and and I feel and I know very well that as a chief minister, if he had visited Kalimpong more often, done more for Kalimpong, Kalimpong would not have come to this state. He should have done much more for the hills than he he was too busy with the rest.
You know, when he was chief minister of West Bengal, especially उहाँले के कालिम्पोङ लागि गर्नुभयो?
के पनि गर्नुभयो. के पनि गर्नुभयो. I'm sorry to say.
Really?
के पनि मेरो
not for you, for the
no, I as a resident of Kalimpong, I can say this, that he did nothing for Kalimpong.
Right.
Oh, nothing for Neura आयो. फेरि नेउरा खोला को उनले गो अहेड दिनुभयो. नेउरा खोला बन्यो बनेन. त्यहाँदेखि एक दिन यहाँको मान्छेहरूले माथिको ट्याङ्कीमा पानी भरेर उहाँलाई दिएर ओपनिङ गराइदियो. बस that is all. After that we have never had any water, nothing. We are still suffering from water shortage, and there is so much he could have done for the hills which he neglected completely. I am very sorry to say and upset about this.
Because of that we are relations with him, so that's why tapeko Manjula is burnt.
That may be a reason. Anyway, so you see, Mr. Siddhartha Shankar Ray, who came after him before him in fact, for a very short time, he was a man who was very interested in the mountains, the hills, and he had wonderful relationship with the hill people. And if he had continued as the chief minister, which he should have, I think he would have done a lot for the hills here of Darjeeling, Kalimpong, Kasing, all these places, and we wouldn't have been in this kind of a situation that we are in now.
Professionally, ma'am, tapai ke garनुहुन्छ?
I am a professional housewife.
Okay.
That's it, and nothing else. And that is a full-time job, actually, if you think of it.
That is very heavy work, more than office work.
Yes.
So, ma'am, अब तपाईलाई म जुन चाहिँ तपाईले बायोग्राफी तपाईले जुन चाहिँ कालिम्पोङको हिस्ट्री अनि तपाईको अलिकति बायोग्राफी बताउनु भयो है. अब म तपाईको जुन चाहिँ भोलि आइतबार 22 जुलाई 2018 22 जुलाई 2018 मा जुन चाहिँ बुक फर्स्ट बुक लन्च हुँदैछ, अनफर्गेटेबल कालिम्पोङ.
Yes.
Yes, अनफर्गेटेबल कालिम्पोङको टाइटल किन राख्नु भयो?
Because everything that took place in my childhood was in Kalimpong, and it is about Kalimpong. It is about Kalimpong's atmosphere and people of Kalimpong who lived here during that time, and those are unforgettable years for me because they were wonderful years of meeting people, of enjoying Kalimpong. So that is why, for me, it is unforgettable. For anybody else, what will be, I do not know.
What is the difference between before and nowadays in Kalimpong?
That question is a terrible question because it is nothing like what it used to be. Kalimpong was beautiful, it was clean, it was neat. We had beautiful roads, we had beautiful drains, which was very well maintained by the British. During the British time, the British wanted to make this into a real nice hill station, and they did everything possible to make Kalimpong into a beautiful town, which it was, because everything was taken care of. In those days, we even had street lights, we had drains, we had lovely roads, then we had water system. In those days there were not so many people, so water could be supplied, and each house had pipelines coming with 24 water coming in. And therefore in those days, in our house Manjula, we used to have umpteen guests coming every summer, every puja time, coming to stay with us for days on end, and everybody had a bath every day, no water problem, nothing like that. And electricity came rather late to Atisha Road. When our house was built on Atisha Road, there was no road actually. Atisha Road was only on paper. Atisha Road was not made. And when Atisha Road was made in 46 or so, we had electric light. Before that we had just lamps. But Kalimpong was so lovely and cool in those days that we didn't need a fridge, we didn't need a fan, we didn't need any of these things. The climate change has been so great that it has become so much hotter that we need fridges now, we need fans also in some houses, and so it has become warmer and much dirtier. When I walk down the street, I feel so bad to see all the garbage lying around, and I feel so bad to see all the roads that are so badly neglected. Well, I'll tell you one thing. When in Kalimpong there were not so many people living here, there were not so many houses, especially not roadside houses. In those days the houses all were built and with a little garden and a lawn. Every house had that, because Kalimpong was a place where people came to live, you know, leisurely. They all had a garden, they had a house, they had a lawn, and they all burnt their rubbish in the corner of their garden. Now people don't have a garden, they don't have a lawn, there are building houses all over the place. At any place, any inch of place, they get houses are coming up, concrete blocks which are very ugly, and these people have nowhere to burn their rubbish. So what do? They throw it on the streets. And unfortunately, people of Kalimpong are not at all conscious about littering Kalimpong, which is a very great pity, because everybody should have that sense of cleanliness, of making Kalimpong green and clean, which nobody. And especially this is something that has to be taught in schools. You can't, you know, if you see your parents throwing things on the road, naturally the children will do it. So it has to be ingrained in them from the time they attend school, and the parents have to also teach them. Otherwise, how can we ever call ourselves, you know, a civilized nation if we cannot keep our streets clean? If we don't know how to get rid of our litter. I mean, this just, you know, is impossible for any place like Kalimpong. Is being destroyed by all these bad habits of people. But after this, I have written another book, which is not gone into print as yet, but it's ready, and that is going to be called The Enchantment of Kalimpong. That's number 2 book. Number 3 book I haven't yet thought of, but it is in my mind, but I haven't thought of. So let us see that I am thinking of maybe writing a novel about Kalimpong, about the situation.
Those people को ले चाहिँ गएर तपाईको किताब पढ्ने वाला छ, हेर्ने वाला छ, उनीहरुलाई फाइदा के छ?
उनीहरुलाई, it depends on them. It really depends on the reader. If they are interested in finding out about the history of Kalimpong, of what Kalimpong was like in those days, and they can compare it with what it is today. So if they are interested in knowing about Kalimpong, then from my stories they will get some sort of an idea. It's not a historical or anything, but history, there's plenty of that involved in this book.
Pratham kitab जुन Unforgettable Kalimpong, wonderful memories लाई लिएर पनि तपाईले विमोचन गर्नु हुँदैछ, यसको लागि धेरै धेरै शुभकामना। अनि आउँदो दिनमा पनि तपाईले यसरी नै कालिम्पोङको हिस्ट्रीलाई लिएर, कालिम्पोङको बारेमा लिएर, कालिम्पोङको हरेक कुरालाई लिएर तपाईले यस कुरालाई कालिम्पोङको मान्छेलाई मात्र नभएर अल ओभर द वर्ल्डमा तपाईले यस किताबद्वारा तपाईँको लिखितद्वारा पुर्याउनुमा तपाईँ सक्षम बन्नुहोस् भनी हामी तपाईँलाई शुभकामना दिँदछौँ। थ्याङ्क यू
भेरी मच। थ्याङ्क यू।
कालेबुङ हो यसको